Okay, we're holding on. We got about 3 more minutes. We're going to try to start on time exactly at 10 o'clock. So just be patient. If you got to go, come back later or just listen to the replay. We're going to start at 10 o'clock, a couple minutes from now. It is 10 o'clock. Greetings, everyone. This is Kaiser, staying in a light society. Welcome back, visitors, friends. I'm going to give you a little testimony of how I know I'm protected by the Supreme Being. And I'll give this testimony to let you know that when things don't work out the way you want them to work out, be happy about that. Do not fret when things don't turn out the way you would like them to. It's kind of funny, but about 7 years ago, I thought I might want to be a trucker. You know, drive long distance trucks. I need to get my license upgraded. So I went to this school. It wasn't that far. Uh, the school was for the last 3 or 4 weeks, I believe. Anyway, everybody was cordial. Things worked like clockwork. Got into school, paid the fees, started the class. Other men my age, some younger, some older, women too, want to drive them big trucks. Hi, all right. So we had class to pass the written exam. We had class to pass the driving exam. It was a lot of fun. A lot of different instructors. They had different personalities. It was a learning experience. However, I mean, I could drive on the road. I learned how to shift the gears and everything, make my turns and everything. I just couldn't back that bad boy up. You know, you had to back it up and park it. And it may be because my mindset is I'm driving I drove a bus, okay? I drove a city bus for a few years. And you don't have a separate coach on a city bus, it's all one unit. So I don't know, maybe for some reason my mind detached from driving a bus and I was trying to back it up in other words, it has a separate unit. You have to get that in your mind. That coach, you don't drive the coach, you drive the cab. You have to manipulate the coach by what you do with the cab. So it's a thing you got to do in your mind. You got to just let it click how to do that. It never clicked. I mean, they really, really tried to help me. Even the the head of the school, I think, a big man. I don't know if he was the head or not, but he was a big man. He came out there, tried to assist me in backing up the truck. I mean, man, just couldn't get it. Before we back up the park, we had to back up for about a few yards. I didn't even do that right. So make a long story short, I went to be tested, and yep, couldn't back it up. So I didn't pass the test. 3 weeks and a few $1,000s short. I'm back home. No license. I had other things to fall back on, but the point is, I was trying to understand why I could not back that truck up. Fast forward 7 years later, there's a lot of nice people I met there too. Made friends, lot of contacts, men and women, black and white, around the country. Okay, that was 2017 or 18. Now I hear on the news, 2025, that black drivers who drive these big trucks are going missing. I just heard it. I just heard on the news. Now, you know, a lot of times they're carrying a lot of expensive items, millions of dollars. Sometimes it's computer equipment, what have you. So the criminals, and it's pretty highly organized gangs, they game is to get that trailer or get access to what's in that trailer. So after watching some news reporting about what they do and how these truckers are disappearing, I said, man, I'm so glad I'm not driving a truck because they're being targeted, man. That is something. It's like you are a moving store, and people sometimes they even know what you got, what you hauling. And these drivers was telling their stories about how they go to a place and eat and get poisoned. Not deadly, but enough to keep them from eating for a week. And there's reports on some of them are gone missing. They can't find out where they are. They've disappeared from the truck. There's no sign of them. The logbook, keys, and nothing. So I just share this story to let you know that when things don't work out well for you, it's gonna all work for your good. All things gonna work for your good. You just gotta have faith and don't fret over it if you're not getting what you want. It's not for you. That can be a relationship, it can be a job, whatever. Just keep on moving. Just keep stepping. And maybe you'll see like me years later and you'll say, I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad I didn't learn how to drive a truck. I'd be afraid to drive anywhere. For being pulled over by the police, you know, being disappeared, being robbed. They don't know what happened to these men. It's a profile. They're just attacking black men. So that's what I want to report on today. My personal story about being protected by the divine, and let you know your protection can come in many ways. So if things don't go your way, that could be you being protected. And that's one of the few things I have. I have a history of getting wherever I go after. But getting that Class A license, the first thing I never got, I went after I did get it. And I'm glad I didn't. Not that I may be involved in those things, because if you're protected, nothing's going to happen to you, right? But it's just the idea. Less stress. Even if you be protected out there, there's a lot of stress you can't avoid. And you see other people who may not be protected. You see them going through. You know, I would not want to deal with that. Driving a truck and seeing other truckers missing. That's enough to make me stop driving. So use the jewels that you can use in this testimony. And what you're looking at, this is a natal chart with the planets. It's your blueprint. You got Mercury, Mars, Venus, Neptune, all of them represented here. The sun. So learn how to read these charts. Learn how to read your own chart. Get your blueprint for your life. Get a head start on learning. It's not so much learning who you are. It's learning how the heavens see you. Because everything is about vibration. The planets have a different vibration. So if you're born within that vibration, you're going to pick it up. You're going to get the energy from that vibration. That's how that works. Whatever planet is dominating vibration of the area you're born in, you're going to get that energy. That just physics. You're going to receive that energy because of the vibration of the dominant planet where you reside. They call it your sun sign. But that's another video. We'll talk about that some more. Okay, with that, we thank you for coming. We thank y'all for subscribing. That helps the channel, liking, comments. And I appreciate your support. But we're gonna do this with or without your support. So those who just sitting on the sidelines waiting, cause we're not big enough yet. You want to see somebody have thousands of subscribers, but you're not subscribing. That don't make no sense at all. So we're not waiting on anybody. We're gonna do what we do here to the best of our ability. Send peace and love to those who are peaceful and loving.